Hey everyone, Huion here. Today I have several tablet stands from Huion to review, and I will show you how they work with big and small pen displays and also tablets. So this is the recently released Canvas 16 Gen 3 pen display. This is the Huion ST500 stand where you can adjust the height, tilt and rotation, and you can tilt the pen display down like this. Wow, the hinge is quite stiff, and this can remain in position so that you can rest your palm on it and draw. This is their new double layer stand, and these two are the ST200 and ST300 stands. And lastly, there is the ST100 stand that supports VESA mounting. Before I start the review, I have a favor to ask from you. If you happen to have the intention to buy any of the stands that you see here, consider using the affiliate links that I have for you in the video description below to support my YouTube channel and the work that I do here. The ST200 and ST300 are sometimes included with the purchase of the pen display. But if they are not included in the box, you can always buy them separately, and each one is $49. They work the same, which is to say that one is not better than the other. So let's take a look at the ST200, which is actually slightly bigger than the ST300. So this is made with metal and plastic. This is the back, and this is the back for the smaller one. There are 4 rubber feet behind, and you can see the base is actually quite big, so they are very stable. For the ST200, you push out either the top metal plate here or the bottom one, and then you hook it to one of the 3 slots here. So this is the highest angle, which is about 45 degrees. And this is just slightly lower. And if you want an even lower angle, just use the smaller metal plate. So this is the lowest angle, and this is slightly higher. You can get a total of 6 angles of deployment with this stand. And now you can open the latch here and place your pen display on top. Or you can place your tablet. This is a 14.6 inch Samsung Galaxy Tab S9 Ultra, or you can place a 13-inch iPad Pro on it as well. There are rubber or silicone padding on the back and also on the latch to prevent scratching your tablet or pen display. So this is the ST300, which is slightly smaller, but the usage is actually the same. The main difference is for this plate, there is no push out smaller plates. If you look at the bottom here, there are 2 pieces of metal, and if you look here, you can see 3 slots. So you can use these 3 slots to hook onto the metal, and this is the highest angle, which is also around 45 degrees. And if you use the lower metal, this would be the lowest angle, or you can push this up here to prop it up slightly. One noticeable advantage of the ST300 is there are fewer sharp edges. So this metal plate is actually wrapped with plastic, and this plastic frame does not have sharp edges unlike the metal frame. And this latch also has sharp edges, but this latch here is made with plastic and does not have sharp edges. Now, even though this is made with plastic, the build quality is still solid enough. So if you are deciding between these 2 stands to buy, go with the ST300. This third stand is something new from Huion, and this can be used with a laptop as well. The main selling point here is you can adjust the angle, yes, but you can also adjust the height. So this can actually elevate your tablet or your pen display or your laptop, and you can adjust the angle here again. This double layer folding stand is more ergonomic for drawing. Now if you look at this stand here, if you have your tablet on it and you're drawing, chances are your back is hunched, and if you hunch your back for hours while drawing, obviously it's not good for your back. But with this stand, you can actually prop up the tablet or the pen display closer to you so that you can draw with a straighter back. And if this angle is not to your preference, because this is actually kind of low, you can still adjust the angle. You can lift this up and push this down. See how the angle changes? Yeah, so now you can get this almost 45-degree angle for drawing. And this is very stable because this plate, the top plate is big and the bottom plate is also big, and there are 6 pieces of rubber or silicone padding at the bottom with good grip on the table. So this is very stable. And this is the Huion Canvas Pro 19 pen display, which is big. And this stand can hold up to 3.6 kg, and this pen display is 2 kg, so no issues here with the weight. And this is still quite stable. And this is shaking only because my table is shaking, but otherwise it's quite stable. Now, one other thing that I like about this stand is this latch here. This is long enough to hold thicker pen displays or laptops, and there is padding here. Another thing I like about this stand is all the edges are beveled, so there are no sharp edges. And if you use a laptop, this back plate is open here, so you can get some ventilation. So the price of this stand is US $59. So it's just $10 more compared to the earlier 2 stands, and in my opinion, this is really worth the money. And this is going to be the stand that I will recommend to people who ask me for stand recommendations in the future. Next, we'll look at the ST100 stand. And this is the ST100 stand, which can be used with pen displays that support VESA mounting. So first thing you have to do is to install this. Installation is pretty straightforward. Just put the screws in and screw them. After installation, the stand will be fixed to the back of the pen display like this. And there will be this latch here that you can pull up to adjust the angle of the pen display. And this is actually more convenient to use compared to the ST200 and ST300 stand. And this, of course, is also very stable. One downside to this design is with usage, there will be wear and tear along the bottom edge of the pen display if there are no rubber feet beneath, because the bottom edge is actually in contact with the table. Another downside or limitation is this is going to sit quite low on the table because you can only adjust the angle and not the height. So when you're drawing, you may hunch over. The last stand I'm featuring today is the ST500, which is selling at US $139. So this stand is designed for monitors and pen displays that can use VESA mounting, either 7.5 by 7.5 centimeters or 10 by 10 centimeters. Now these are the items included in the box, and as you can see, it requires some setup. So you just have to go through the instructions to set this stand up. Setup is quite straightforward. Just put the different parts together and screw them together with the tools provided. Because the base plate is so heavy and difficult to handle, it would be easier to place this plate at the edge of the table, hold the arm like this, insert the screw and screw it in. To install the stand to the pen display, it's probably better to put the pen display on the table. And here I have a cardboard cushion between the table and the pen display. And after you have positioned the stand like this, you can insert the screw and screw the 4 screws. So this took me way longer than expected to set up because everything is so heavy. So I have to work more slowly so that I don't damage anything. So let's take a look at the design. The stand is big. The base is really big. The exterior is plastic, but the interior is metal. And there is a hole here for cable management. Let's look at the adjustment. This is rotation. There is height adjustment. Oops, let me just move this in front. I have adjusted the tension here to allow me to change or adjust the height easily. And I have also adjusted the tension here so that when I move the pen display up or down, it will stay in position. Now the hinge here is really tight, so if you want to adjust the tilt, you have to use two hands. And this is how the stand looks from the front. And it's quite a good looking stand. It's a very clean and simple design. There is also a pen holder here at the bottom. So let's adjust the height again. Okay, it's way easier to use two hands. Or maybe I need to loosen the tension even more. There are plus minus symbols here. So to get more movement, just turn it to plus in a clockwise direction. Let's see how low this can go. You can push this all the way down, so when you're drawing and you're resting your palm on the display, the bottom of the pen display can actually touch the table. But if you want this to go a bit higher like this, you can still rest your palm on the display and the tension is actually tight enough so that the pen display will not move down when you're resting one or even two hands on the display. Huion actually sells monitor arms that can clamp to tables. Now I don't have any tables suitable for clamping, so I did not ask the company for review units. Alright, to conclude. So the ST500 stand is great for big pen displays. You can get height, tilt and rotation. And when you adjust the height, the stand can remain in position and it's quite stiff, so you can rest your hand while drawing. Now this double layer folding stand can also be adjusted for height, tilt and rotation. You just have to, move this around, and this is more affordable, and this is compact and foldable. But ST500 obviously looks more elegant